I would like to welcome my guests for this panel discussion, and I'm very pleased to introduce Jackie. Hi, from East Sussex College. Oh my God. Sorry, it's my phone is ringing and it put me off the balance. Bexhill College, and we have Katie from East Sussex College. And then, of course, we have Stephen from Nova Scotia from Canada. So, welcome, guys. And all three schools, or all three representatives coming from state schools. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about a bit more maybe affordable study options and what you can get and what you can experience if you choose to go to one of the state programs in the UK or in Canada. So, who is the best? What is the best school? No, it's hard to say. First of all, let's figure out where you guys based. And before we start, you are all more than welcome to ask us any questions using the Slido app with the hashtag SBH6, which is very, very easy. And then we can get the questions during the panel. So East Sussex is based in 4 cities. So Katie, where can we find you? Where are you guys located?
Okay, so East Sussex College. So East Sussex is a county down in the southeast of England. We have 4 campuses. So there is one in Hastings, which is a seaside resort town. There is one in Eastbourne, which again is a seaside resort town about 30 minutes along the coast. There is one in Lewes, which is a lovely old city. It's the county town of East Sussex. And then we have the New Haven campus, which is fairly new. And that is for students that want to study marine biology.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So can you swim? Since you are at the seaside, do you go?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's a lovely area because obviously the seaside, I mean, I'm a big advocate for living by the sea. I think it's really good for your health. It's lovely to have all the fresh air. Yeah, so yeah, good for swimming as well.
Okay. Does Jackie go for a swim at the Bexhill College or Bexhill on Sea?
Is this on?
Yes.
Yeah, so Bexhill, oh, that's loud, sorry. Bexhill is nestled, I like that word, between Eastbourne and Hastings. So it's between East Sussex College camp, 2 of their campuses. Nestled between them is Bexhill on Sea. Again, it's a seaside town, but it's much smaller than Hastings and Eastbourne. It's just, yeah, it's just a small, typical British seaside town. But still with good location. In case you didn't mention the transport links within our county. So we're in the same county, obviously, of East Sussex. The transport links within East Sussex are really good for getting to places like London, like Brighton. You can just jump on the train and you're in London in 90 minutes. And also it's really well located for the airports, Gatwick and Heathrow airports. You can get, I know that Bratislava, you can get a direct flight to Stansted. It's a little bit further away, but it's still accessible. So yeah, it's good. It's a good location, good part of the country, and you get the best weather down there as well, and you can swim in the sea.
Excellent. Can you swim in Nova Scotia, Stephen?
Surprisingly, yes. So this is where we are located, a little circle over there, Nova Scotia. So we're about an hour and a half flight from Montreal. So to get here a couple days ago, we flew from Halifax, Nova Scotia, which is our capital, which is similar to the same size as Bratislava. We flew to Montreal, takes about an hour and a half, and then we flew from Montreal to Vienna, which was about 7.5 hours. So a little far away, but surprisingly enough, we are almost an island, but not quite. And we are no farther than 45 minutes from the ocean. So 45 minutes in any direction, we get to the ocean. And when you think of Canada, typically people think that Canada is cold, it's snow, it's all the time. However, when I left to come here, the temperature was 29 degrees Celsius. So it was actually a lot colder here than it was when we left. January, February, yes, there's a lot of snow. But other than that, it's very warm. Our summers was 35 degrees almost every single day. So we did go to the beach, a little bit tanned. So yes, we can swim in Nova Scotia as well.
Excellent. So now we know where you all guys are from and where you're based. Now let's hear a bit more about your maybe education system and how it all works and what guys and students from Slovakia can study. So, Stephen, you are a director of South Shore Regional Center for Education.
Yes.
What does it mean?
Yeah, so I'm the brown. I don't know why they chose brown for me. It's not one of my favorite colors. But in Nova Scotia, so we are a province, and we have 10 provinces in Canada, and our program is provincial. So no matter where you study, whether it's in the South Shore or up in Cape Breton, my counterpart, hopefully you'll be able to meet if you haven't met Chris next door. He's from the Green area, and he's the director there. So it doesn't matter where you study in Nova Scotia, you're going to get the same education. So we're a public school, P to 12. We accept students from grade 7 to grade 12. Most of our students come from high school, but we do have students from grade 7 to grade 12. We are semestered, so students who come for the whole year. First semester, they would take 4 courses. The next semester, they take 4 courses for a total of 8. Depending on what you want to study, we can offer it. So if you're into IB, we have schools that have IB. If you have advanced placement or AP, we have schools that offer that as well. So whatever basically you're interested in, whatever you're interested in studying, we can find a place for you. Across the province, and actually it takes approximately 8 hours to drive from the Barrington at the tip to Cape Breton. So by car, it would take 8 hours. So no matter what you would like to take, we could find it for you. We have 67 high schools in Nova Scotia that we would pair you up with, and depending on your interests and whether it's athletics, drama, academics, then we would make a choice of which school and which region is best for you.
Excellent. In comparison, Jackie, how does it work? How does the education system work at Bexhill or in the UK, maybe in general?
Okay, so I'm specifically from a sixth form college, which teaches students from the ages of 16 to 18 only. So it's after they finish what is described as high school. So they finish school at 16 years old, and then they move on to either a sixth form college or an FE college, which is where Katie's from. And they go and study what's called A levels, which is a 2-year course, or they study a vocational subject as well, usually for 2 years. And that's what the British students do. And then at 18, they then sort of graduate, if you like, and then they move into the workplace or go to university. So what we're offering at our college, and it is a bit the same, I'll let Katie explain, but it's very similar, is that international students can come into our college with the local students and become immersed into the education system that we offer to local students in our area. So you can come for a term or a semester, or you can come for a whole year, or you can even come for 2 years and fully graduate with the full A-level or vocational subject. So there really is a lot of choice depending on your personal preference, how long you want to be away from home, that sort of thing. So you are really immersed into what's going on in our sort of local college, if you like. It's full of local students. I think that answers the question.
Thank you, Jackie. Here we also can see the subject choices which are available at Bexhill College, which is quite...
It's very wide-ranging.
Quite
Again,
wide,
at
yeah.
a college, you usually have a very, very wide range of course choices, similar to what obviously you were saying. Pretty much what you want to do will be available for you. So, you know, sometimes, and what we advise our students to do is pick something that you enjoy and something that you're gonna, so something you're gonna really enjoy. But there is something for everybody.
Thank you. So what is the subject choice and subject selection at East Sussex colleges?
Okay, so we have pretty much the same as Jackie. We have lots of different subjects you can take. In the UK, from 16, students choose 3 subjects only. That might sound like a very small amount of subjects, but we study them in depth. So you're expected to do 4.5 hours of those subjects each a week, plus that same amount of study yourself. So it might look like quite an empty timetable for you because only having 3 subjects plus some English support, but the teachers really go into depth with these subjects, and then you're expected to do the same amount of work outside of your lessons as you do in. So we advise our students to go and use the library or go home and do that. So they get a real in-depth knowledge of these subjects because it's preparing them for the workplace or university after they graduate. So as Jackie said, we also have a wide range of subjects. So if students are interested in art, but they also want to do a humanities subject and a science-based subject, that is possible. We just encourage that they do something they enjoy and they're good at.
Excellent. Now, whilst we are on the subject selection and program choices, there is a question if you can offer IB, International Baccalaureate at Nova Scotia as well.
Yes, so 12 out of our 67 high schools offer IB, and there is no charge. And it's if that's what you'd like to do, there's no extra cost for that.
And so the fee for the studying of the IB program is basically the same as if they just come for the Canadian program.
It's exactly the same.
Exactly the same. So there is cost as part of the question. What is the fee? But it's the same as if you choose to study the Canadian program.
Yeah, so what's really becoming popular as well, other than the IB program and AP, is what we call skilled trades. So students who would like to come to learn a trade, work with their hands, rip apart a car engine or electrical or plumbing or something. So students have an opportunity to take one of their courses, learning how to do that, plus your English and your mathematics and your sciences and everything else. But that seems to be more and more popular for some of our international students that are coming to Nova Scotia.
Thank you. So apart from very good education, part of the experience is also the environment you are based in and you settled in, and perhaps the activities that you can do or students can do whilst they are studying at East Sussex, Bexhill, or Nova Scotia. So here we can
Nova Scotia.
that's Nova Scotia, and you can see that
yeah, we're going to have to update this because this was a few years ago. I don't know if it's global warming or what it is, but definitely the temperatures have gotten a little warmer than even up here.
Excellent. So what sort of support, Jackie, can student get at Bexhill College besides the tuition and the tutoring of the 3 subjects that they choose?
Yeah, we've got a long history of support for international students now at Bexhill College. So we have a full-time international welfare officer, and his job is to literally look after the welfare of all our international students. And we also have, you're obviously also looked after by, if you choose to stay in a host family, you're looked after by your host family. And you're also, if you choose to go in our boarding houses, you're looked after by our house parents. You also have an hour a week with a personal tutor who is focused more on your education welfare, but will also obviously look after your personal welfare as well. Plus you have an admissions and accommodation officer who will help you with any accommodation concerns. So there is a lot of support within the college for our international students, and our teachers welcome you into their lessons, and they really enjoy having international students adding to their lessons.
Thank you. Katie, what are the most popular sports or activities that international students do at these Sussex colleges?
So depending on which campus you study at, depends on which different types of activities are available. But the football academy is very, very popular. We have sports academies in basketball, football and rugby, and they are definitely by far the most popular, as well as using our on-site gym. So we find a lot of our students want to keep fit and active whilst they're here, so they go and take part in the gym, and they get to meet lots of local students in there as well. Another thing they love are the art options that we offer. So we have pottery and crochet, and they have been really popular with our students. It's a really good way to sort of do something other than just study and become creative. But if you're not sort of creative, you're not sporty, we also have things like debate club, chess club, video games clubs. There's lots of different offers at our campuses, and you can find it all on our website. We've got a specific website for our activities, and it's mystudentlife.co.uk, and that gives you everything that we have on offer while studying with us.
Excellent. We can also see some
Yes.
trips
Yep,
the students
yeah,
are taken
so
here during the trip,
term,
the
we
studies.
can offer at least one trip as part of our induction. So if the students come to us at the beginning, we offer a trip to a local town, so everyone gets to know each other and see part of the UK that's nearby. Well, I think it's next month, we're taking students to Oxford as well, and we've done Cambridge, Canterbury before. So it's a really good opportunity just to jump on, get to go and see the local sites. We've done Thorpe Park, which I think is here as well, which is a local theme park. We obviously take feedback from the students, so we ask the students what they want to do, and we do whoever's said them, like, say, for example, Oxford, that was where most of our students wanted to go this year. So that's why we're doing Oxford. But yeah, in other campuses, we have picnics as well. They go bowling. There's lots of different things to do. So we want you to be well-rounded students rather than just study, study, study. We know how important it is to have fun and have a good social and support group as well.
Thank you. I know that a couple of our students at Nova Scotia just took a trip to Toronto and Niagara Falls.
Yeah, so every year we offer external trips with a little bit of extra charge. Two of the students from Lumo are currently right now in Niagara Falls, Toronto, with along with 48 other students, so 50 students from across our region. Out of the about 1,200 international students that we have, 50 of them had the opportunity to go for a week and get to experience everything that you can in Niagara Falls. I just saw a nice little video on Instagram of them taking the boat ride in the water and going all over them. So then in the spring, we offer a trip to Ottawa and Montreal. It's the same type of thing. 50 students or so will be able to go and experience Montreal and Ottawa. A lot of students don't necessarily want to live in Toronto or Montreal or in a bigger city, but this gives them an opportunity to go and taste out the bigger cities other than Halifax and surrounding areas.
Excellent. I know, Jackie, that you also have a very good football academy, and you just started some collaboration with Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah, it's been going for a few years actually. So yeah, we've got the football academy that is in collaboration with Chelsea Foundation, and our coaches are Chelsea trained football coaches. We also have a female football team as well, football academy as well. Similar, very, very similar to what Katie just told you about the clubs and the trips and everything. If students want to get involved, it's there for them to get involved in. And yeah, we go to all those sorts of places because they're the places that people want to go to. So we take them all there, and at least once a term we have a trip. Very similar.
Thank you. Now, what is maybe a little bit different is student experience and the accommodation, at least between the two colleges. But how happy are your students in Nova Scotia with the accommodation, Stephen?
How what?
How happy they are? How satisfied they are?
Yes. So we with our program, we offer our own homestay program. So we run our own homestay program. We have the largest homestay program in Canada. So every student that comes to my region, for example, so right now I have 130 students from 22 different countries in my region, and I'm the legal custodian of those students. So I'm the father away from home. And however, they have host families. So the host families that we have, I've met them, my program manager, our homestay coordinators have all vetted them. They're all have their criminal records checks and all those things done, and make sure that they're wonderful families for you. And then once we know more about you from your application, we take all that information. We have the information about the host families, and then we kind of match, put a puzzle together. And most of the time, I'd say probably 95% of the time, it's a really good match. Of course, we're matching paper to paper. So until the students get there and see how they jive, then it's typically a positive experience. And if it's not, then we have homestay coordinators to help support and figure that out. Is that me? Yeah, probably. Sorry. Yeah. So yes, does that answer the question?
I bet. Now coming to the experience of being hosted in the UK, Bexhill and East Sussex, you guys both have the host family option, but Bexhill also offers the student houses. So what can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah. So the host families that we offer are very, very similar to what Stephen's just described. It's managed in exactly the same way by the sounds of it. And like he said, again, 95% of the time it all works and it's all fine. But if it isn't, we jump in quick and get it sorted out. We also offer boarding accommodation. We've got 4 boarding houses in the local area, maximum 7-minute walk from the campus. So you can choose to stay in a boarding house, and we have a live-in house parent who is the guardian of the students within that accommodation. And you can choose between the size of room you want, whether it's you've got your own bathroom or you share a bathroom. So there are choices for everybody as well, and there's a different price attached to each choice as well. So they're very well supported, very well looked after, and the house parent becomes that guardian for the young person.
Thank you. Which campus would you say has the best host families, Katie? I know it's
Well, I'm based in Hastings, so I'd say Hastings.
Of course.
But no,
Hastings.
obviously our rules and regulations for our host families and our checks are exactly the same across all campuses. And they're all really happy to have students. They love having a student as part of their family, treat them like their own child. And they're all happy mostly, 99% of the time.
Excellent. So if you are intrigued about the study opportunities at East Sussex, Bexhill, Nova Scotia, you are more than welcome to come next door and chat with all of our guests and representatives in person as well. And also there is a possibility to chat about the IB program and how does it work with the host family. And we just explained that you, Stephen, are the sort of custodian or guardian for the students. So if you are interested in IB program in Nova Scotia, then please come to talk to Stephen. And the whole program covers everything from the school accommodation and guardianship or custodianship in Canada. And then we can, of course, help you with the application on our site. So thank you very much for coming in, and thank you all for joining in this panel discussion. And I invite you to stay for more discussions and panels or talk to our representatives today. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.